Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Now also have of course played AC Milan. We won the game at the end, 1-0, our first game of the pre-season. And to be honest, I wanted to talk about a bit of the game and mostly something I realized about this Arsenal team. I mean, I had concerns about this, especially from last season, and it does look like potentially could be an issue for this season. And that's why the summer window is so important to address this, and that is Arsenal's lack of creativity. Arsenal's Arsenal have been honestly just been struggling to create enough chances. It was clear from last season, and it's from the preseason you could see glimpses of it. Of course, it's only the first preseason game, so it's hard to really decide, and it's really hard to make a judgment from it because the players are just still coming back. They still lack match sharpness, but I mean, this is something that's been quite common and quite clear to see, even as even as not neutral fans, that Arsenal's lack of ability to create clear-cut chances. And whether you want to talk about personnel, whether you want to talk about the tactics, at the end of it, it's truly a combination of both. But from what I can see now, for me, the way the current creativity or the current midfield options and the current forward options, unfortunately for me, is not good enough to win the league. You can compete for the league, no doubt, but in terms of winning it, in terms of taking that final step across the line, as of now, Arsenal don't have enough. We just don't have enough X factors, enough quality. I mean, I was watching the game today, and I think I've made. I mean, I was clear from this. For me personally, inside, I think I realized it from last season. But Arsenal really need to invest into that left wing. It's if it wasn't clear from today, I don't know how much more clear you can get. Like Arsenal need to invest in that left wing. It was clear from the last season. It's been even more clear from pre-season. But Arsenal need to invest in that left wing. Unfortunately, both Martinelli and Trossard are just not consistent enough. Both of them are not consistent enough. I mean, one would have a good game, and then the other one would have a good game, and then they both have a bad game. It's literally a rinse and repeat cycle. One would have a good game, the other one would then the same one would then have a bad game. What we need is we just need to invest into that left hand side. Arsenal, I mean, I'm watching Arsenal, right? Even from this season, even the first pre-game, like pre-season game, you could tell, right? Arsenal have this heavy reliance of attacking on down the right hand side. Like Arsenal, every time Arsenal attack is down the right hand side, and it's just a lack of quality on the left hand side. It's maybe the wingers, it's maybe the midfielders, but there is not enough attack going on the left hand side. And the issue with that is when a team double downs, or double downs on Saka, or they mark out Odegaard of the game. When the right hand side goes ineffective, the left hand side is already ineffective, and it just cancels out Arsenal's whole attacking play. It just means Arsenal can't create anything. That's why for me, Arsenal need to invest. We cannot signing Jokeris is not enough. We need to go now and sign either a left winger or creative midfielder, and that is why on the thumbnail you are seeing Eze. I believe Eze is a potential answer to this. He's not going to be he's not going to solve all of our issues, because for me, as well as Eze, I still think we need a natural left winger, because as good as Eze is, he is not a left winger. So that's why for me, as good as Eze is, we still need to add more. Do I think Arsenal are going to sign more midfielders or more another forward? Probably one more, and that's probably going to be Eze. The way it looks like it's going to be Eze. But that's, for me, that's the bare minimum. Like, we still need another left winger. We cannot enter the season short. We cannot enter the season, unfortunately, with our current forward options and expect to win the league. That's why for me, Eze is essential, because we need something different. Arsenal needs something different. Arteta needs something different. Because today I was just watching the game, man, and I know it's pre-season and I don't want to jump on the players too much because it's only the first game, but you tell me, is there anything different? Like, did you see anything different? Like, it's all still the same pattern of play, the same everything, and it just sometimes it just feels too predictable. And if we as fans can see how predictable it is, the opposition who have these analysts, they can clearly see Arsenal's game plan. You just have to cut out Saka, and the rest of the team is going to struggle to create, because to be honest, Saka is our only outlet. And if you block out Saka, or you double team on Saka, or you double team on Odegaard, that's literally it. There's no one else that's going to really create anything. The left hand side, Declan Rice, he's a good player, but I'm not expecting Declan Rice to start creating chances. That's not his role. Martinelli, Trossard, like I said, they're both inconsistent. Madueke, we're going to have to see. I do believe he will be the left winger. Even then, I don't want to jump on Madueke too much and expect too much from him, because to be honest, he's more comfortable on the right hand side. And now you're putting a left wing on the left wing. it only means he's going to go one way, and that's going to be on the outside. I don't know how good his weak foot is, but he's when you are putting a left-footed player on the left wing, their main, intention or their instinct is going to be going on the outside. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to see. But let's talk about some positives. The academy. Wow, Arsenal do have a really good academy, and today we saw it. Like we saw it, the likes of Matt Dowman. I didn't even want to talk about this guy because this guy's too young, and still I don't even think we should be talking about him and putting pressure on him. But this guy is a talent. He is a talent, and we have to keep him. We have to keep up all our top talents. And to be honest, we shouldn't even put much pressure on him. Just praise him and let's move on. Because Arsenal should not be in a position where we are pinning our hopes on a 15-year-old to take us to the Premier League. Let's be serious. We need our established players, our experienced players are the ones that need to step up. Let's not put all our hopes on the academy to take us over the line. I just don't think. I just think it's unfair on them. But in terms of other players, Ethan, he looked very sharp. Of course, he got the new number 22. He looked sharp, and I'm excited to see him play. I think he looked very good today. He's going to play a major part. I'm hoping he's going to play a major part this season. Of course, we saw him play more in a central role. Last season, he was primarily playing as a right winger. This season, it looks like he will be a backup to Martin Odegaard. And I hope Arteta is not too rigid with Odegaard. I hope there are some games where we see Ethan get more minutes. If Odegaard is not playing too well, I hope, it's a situation where we're seeing once again 75th minute and then he's making a sub. Hopefully we see more proactive subs. Hopefully we see more squad rotation. We see these players get a chance. We see the likes of Ethan get a chance because he deserves it. The way this guy was playing today, you could tell that this guy is there to prove a point. He wants to show he's ready to play, to take more minutes on. And I think he is ready. And I'm very excited to see what role he plays and his development over, next season. It's going to be very interesting to see. Other players, Ben White, we saw came back. Norgard looked really good. Zubimendi looked really good. Of course, it's only one game we're going to have to see. But Zubimendi, I want to see more games from him. I think he will probably start the Newcastle game. So I'm excited to see how he plays there. Who else was there? Reece Nelson looked sharp. Let's talk about Reece Nelson, man. Looks like he will be off to Fulham. But today, Reece Nelson was probably our best left winger, which is crazy. That the guy we're trying to get rid of is probably our best left winger. And with Reece Nelson, like I said, it's never been about ability. It's just been about, unfortunately, injuries. That's what's really held him back. And I think, if he didn't have injuries in another timeline, he could be our left winger. That's how he's such a talented player. Just the injuries. Every time he gets some momentum, it's just unfortunate the injuries hold him back. Kai Havertz, he looked okay. Yeah, I guess I say Kepa saved a few penalties, but apart from that, nothing else. William Saliba, let's talk about William Saliba, top defender. We have to keep this guy in. I think there were talks about him signing a contract, so let's hope that gets done. But yeah, man, apart from that, nothing else. Apart from the fact that Arsenal need to adjust the creativity, we need to sign another midfielder. Gyökeres is not enough. Let's go sign a midfielder. On top of that, let's go sign a left winger because we need more. If we are trying to compete for the league, our rivals are getting stronger. And so we need to close that gap and not let it get bigger. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one.